Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2009 Mayor's Arts Awards. I feel that I'm one of the luckiest people in the world because I have the distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you, along with Lincoln Symphony Orchestra, the 2009 Mayor's Arts Award winners.
Sandra Williams is an associate professor of art at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. She's been a driving force for collaboration in bringing Lincoln Public School students and UNL art students together to create art projects. Finished products were displayed for the Day of the Dead show at the Sheldon Museum of Art, and more recently at the International Quilt Study Center and Museum.
I think that people don't necessarily realize everything that art education encompasses, because yes, it's about the core values of art, like composition and color and texture, but also some of the skills that people gain are key skills like communication skills, particularly if you're an ESL student. You don't need to speak English to make art. So communication, working together in groups, enhanced self-esteem, all of these things are also an important part of education. I have to thank the wonderful women that I've been able to collaborate with over the past 3 years, and that would be Diane Gablehouse, Nissa Sturgeon, Shelley Spidell, Jen Dietz, Amy Rao, and Kathy Stewart, last but not least. I also would be remiss if I did not give a hearty thank you to the Hickson Lead Foundation and the Woods Charitable Foundation, without whose support, with moral and financial, these projects would not have been able to be realized. We could not do it, or I could not do it without the support. I wouldn't even have been able to have that dream. And of course, I would like to thank my chair, Ed Ford, who I just briefly mentioned this idea to him once in passing, and before I knew it, it was a realization, and my dean, Jack Oliva, who helped facilitate this as well.
Ann Pagel has been involved with the Lincoln arts community for nearly 25 years. She was director of the Hayden Gallery for 12 years and worked as project director for the Lincoln Arts Council, coordinating the Stories of Home project. Ann currently works as a freelance writer for Elle magazine and is the curatorial assistant for Karen and Robert Duncan, as well as volunteering her time to judge juried art exhibitions.
People are so hardwired to enjoy the arts that you can factor it into science and math education and make it really effective educationally, but something that's enjoyable at the same time. But I think another thing that we think probably less about is that the arts are just as important to adults, and that they bring connections between people. The arts can change people's lives in so many ways. So it's a real privilege to have been so involved with the arts over the years. I think, my husband Bud, who pushed me to art, supported me in returning to school. So many people, and I've had such great relationships, both in my jobs and boards that I've served on, and having the opportunity to work with Rosie Endowed, Anne McConkey at the Arts Council on the Stories of Home project. It was spectacular. It was just wonderful. Peter Heckman, Deb Weber, all of the people who are involved with that project. And I still talk with people whatever, it's been 3 years later, who said that was a life-altering thing for them in one way or another, and it certainly was for me. So, there are just so many people I wouldn't even be able to begin to thank them. Certainly Mayor Beitler and the Lincoln Arts Council and Talent Plus, who support this award. So I really appreciate it.
Through the Malone Center and its My World, My Dreams Summer Art Academy, future leaders in art and all other fields of endeavor were encouraged to experiment, explore, create, and dream. The Malone Center exemplified the intention of the Arts for Kids Award by providing opportunities for young artists at each phase of the creative process.
My World, My Dreams project was a project it was an arts project that Anne Gradwell did with some students here at Malone Center. We did it in the summer of 2007. And the whole goal of it was to give kids some really quality arts experiences and really focus on, I think there was 3 or 4 stations, 3 or 4 themes. One with the natural world, animals, scenic environments. And so that was a key piece, but giving the kids an opportunity to create some art pieces around those themes. So the idea was to help kids kind of start to conceptualize and think about what their dreams were and to make them tangible with these different arts projects. Well, I think we often talk about youth being leaders of tomorrow, but I really think that young people are leaders today and helping them figure out into what they care about and helping mobilize them so that they can influence the world around them right now and not waiting until they're 30. I mean, I think what kids at 13 can make an impact on their community right now today, if given the opportunity. Well, I think arts are so important for young people. It's so important to give kids an opportunity to express themselves and their perspective in the world and to be creative and to create things. I think that's so critical. I think sometimes kids have talents, artistic talents that they don't realize until given the opportunity to create something with clay or to use a medium of art that they wouldn't normally use or because they have never been exposed to it. So we just think it's so important to give kids that opportunity both to be creators of art, but yet also to be viewers and consumers of art. So we try to get them to different productions, art productions, and also give them an opportunity to create pieces. It can be real affirming to a young person's self-esteem to create something that's beautiful and that other people look at and go, wow, that's really cool. I think we probably wouldn't have gotten this award if it wasn't for Anne Gradwell. Anne Gradwell is a local artist who really kind of spearheaded the project. And then I think just the Arts Council and the Mayor's Awards Committee for choosing Malone Center. It's a great honor for us.